class, today we're on notes 5-7 and we're actually going to be talking about variables on both sides with combining like terms. But before we get that, I want to review what combining like terms is prior to getting to that notes page. So I'm on page 19 in your binder, and all we're doing for this page is just reviewing how to combine like terms. So if you need to, get out your colored pencils and you're going to loop all your letters that are the same. So I have negative 9s, I have a positive 2, or I'm sorry, negative 2s and a positive s. And then I have my constants. I have a positive 5 and a negative 6. Remember, I need to rewrite them in the right order. So I have negative 9s minus 2s plus 1s, if you need to slide that 1 in there, plus 5 plus 6. Remember, I'm taking all my s's and I'm combining those. When I do that, I get negative 10s. And then I'm going to combine my constants. So I have a positive 5 and a positive 6. So I have positive 11. And that's as far as I can go with my combining. Okay, same thing with number 2. I have 1.45w. I have a negative 28.1w. I have a positive 25 and a positive 16. Let's rewrite those so that they're in the right order. So I have 1.45, remember your letters go first, w, minus 28.1 w plus 25 plus 16. If I combine my 1.45w minus 28.1w, I get negative 26.65w, and then a positive 25 plus 16 gives me a positive 41, and that's my final answer. Alright, so go ahead, do 3, 4, 5, and 6 by yourself. When you're ready, unpause the video, see if your answers are correct. Alright, so your correct answer for number 3 should be 4x minus 9. Your correct answer for number 4 should be negative 8a plus 8b minus 7. When you do that one, you should have 3 colors because you have a's, b's, and constants. Number 5 should be 3xy minus 7x. Number 6 should be 3c's because there's only c's. Alright. Looking at the ones down below, they get a little bit harder, but that's okay, especially looking at number 11. You're only going to combine the a squareds with the a squareds. Alright, you can't combine them with just the regular a's. So go ahead, try 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 by yourself. When you're ready, unpause the video and you can check to see if your answers are correct. So for number 7, you should have 14z. Number 8 should be negative 2xy plus 31. Number 9 should be 4c minus 8d minus 12. Number 10 should be 1p plus 10q plus 10. Number 11 should be 7a squared minus 2a minus 7. And number 12 should be 3x plus 1. And if you didn't understand any of those, take the opportunity now to pause the video and to get help from me in class. Alright, let's look at the next page. So on the next page, we're actually going to use combining like terms with variables on both sides. Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So it says equations with more than one variable and or one constant on either side of the equal sign must be cleaned up first before you can solve. Combining like terms first simplifies the equation. So remember, above this would always be the distributive property. But in the case of this problem, we're going to distribute, which we won't have any. We're going to combine like terms on the left, then combine like terms on the right. So if we look at the example, draw your line down the middle because it's an equation. Now, do I have any combining like terms that I can do on this side? No, I can't combine an x and a negative 32. But if I look at the second side, I do have some combining like terms on the second side. I have this constant of 5, a constant of positive 15, and a negative 18x. So all I'm going to do is rewrite that problem. So I'm going to recopy this side. 8x minus 32 is equal to, and I'm going to rewrite this in the right order, so I'm going to put my letters first, negative 18x plus 5 plus 15. That's all we did. We just put the combining like terms on the other side of the equation. Now I can combine them, so I still have 8x minus 32 on this side is equal to, I have negative 18x, so that was all by itself. Then I have 5 plus 15, which gives me 20. Now, I combine like terms on the left, I combine like terms on the right. I need to move all the variables to the left. So change that so it says left. Letters to the left. So I'm going to move this letter here. I'm going to say plus 18x. And remember, you're combining it with your x's. Don't put it under the 32. It has to be under that x term. Cancels here. 8 plus 18x gives me 26x minus 32 is equal to, what's left over is this 20 here, plus 20. And now I can solve it like a regular equation. So I'm going to get rid of the constant, plus 32 on both sides. I'm left with 26x is equal to 52. Then I can divide by 26 on both sides. And I'm left with x is equal to 2. Okay, so it's a lot of steps, so you'll probably need to use some lined paper when you are doing your solving. Alright, so let's look at number 1. Remember, it's an equation, so we're going to draw our line down the middle. Do I have any numbers to distribute? No. Do I have any combining like terms on the first side here? No. Do I have any combining like terms here on the second side? Yes, because there's 3. I have an A. I have a positive 10, that's a constant, and I have a positive 5. And it's already written in the correct order, so I don't need to rewrite it. So I have 7a minus 5, and then I can combine. I have my 3a still, and then I have positive 10 plus 5 gives me positive 15. Okay, so I distributed on, or combined on the left, combined on the right, and I'm going to move my variables to the left. So I'm going to move this 3a over to the other side. So I'm going to subtract 3a to move that whole term. It's a positive 3a. I'm going to subtract it. Minus 3a. 7a minus 3a gives me 4a minus 5 is equal to 15, that positive 15. Now I just have a two-step equation. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides to get rid of that constant. I'm left with 4a is equal to 20. Then I can divide by 4 to get that 4 away from the a. And I'm left with a is equal to 5 for my final answer. Okay. I want you to pause the video here. I want you to see if you can do number 2 all by yourself. Try it, and when you're ready, unpause the video and we'll go over it together. let's go over number 2 together. So we have an equation, so we're going to draw our line down the middle. We ask ourselves, do we have any combining like terms on the first side? Nope, because I can't combine the 6 with the negative 5y. Do I have any combining like terms on the second side? Yes, I do. I can combine my 5y and my negative 2y, and then I have this negative 10 here. And I do need to rewrite it in the right order. So I have negative 5y plus 6 is equal to 5y minus 2y, and that is minus 10. If I combine this here, I'm going to rewrite this over here, 5y, negative 5y plus 6 is equal to 5y minus 2y gives me 3y minus 10. So I combine like terms. Now I need to move my letters to the left. So I'm going to move this whole term, so I need to subtract it. Minus 3y minus 3y cancels on that side. Negative 5y minus 3y gives me negative 8y plus 6 is equal to negative 10. Now I can solve it like a regular equation. I need to get rid of the constant, so I have to subtract 6. So I'm left with negative 8y is equal to negative 16. Divide by negative 8 on both sides to get rid of it from the y, and I'm left with y is equal to 2. Okay? So I want you to take the opportunity now to do the ones at the bottom of this page and the ones on the page that follows. And if you need any help or if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be around to check your work.